Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakan Vitamscha Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Jakshurunmilitam Yena Dasmai Shri Gurave Namah Sri Krishna Chaitanya Kipaikavitta Yamarya Darakshati Vaishnavanam Kripavalam Madhava Prastakani Sri Bhakti Dham Bharatimarshayami Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevaja Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Okay, Dandavat to all of you. We have again chance by the causeless mercy of Guru and Gauranga to have this opportunity to remember Guru, Vaishnav and Bhagavan. Because actually this is the only remedy, for our diseased condition. To remember Guru, Vaishnav, Bhagavan. If we actually admit that we are sick, then spiritual life becomes very, very easy. We have to really understand our diseased condition. Then spiritual life becomes more easy, because a sick person or in a sick condition, we feel very humble, we like to seek help if we feel ourselves sick. But if we are very healthy, have a lot of money, this and everything is running smoothly, then we have everything, we don't need some help. So, but naturally, if we are feeling really helpless, sick, then it's very easy for us to accept also all the medicine, which is described, and the diet which we have to take, which our doctor, Guru Varga, Guru Dev, they have prescribed to us to again regain our actual health back. So our only disease, what is it? It is actually forgetfulness of the Lord. That is our only disease. And in this material world in which we are put into, it is like, this is the constant struggle, between these two forces, very strong forces, to the struggle between remembrance and forgetfulness of the Lord, of Krishna. Sometimes we remember the Lord, sometimes we forget, so it's always like a battle, One can see it during the day, or one can really watch his mind and his activities, how this remembrance and forgetfulness is coming. And yes, in this world, actually the Lord has placed many things to distract us from Him. It's made like this world, especially, it has so many lucrative offers to just very easily we can forget the Lord. But most of us living such a life with complete forgetfulness of the Supreme Lord. And But also the Lord is very merciful, very, very merciful. He has put at the same time, He also has placed many, many things to remember Him. He gives us chance to remember Him in the form of different kinds of scriptures. He is appearing in the form of Sadhu Guru Vaishnava as the Holy Dham, as Mahaprasadam. So in many varieties He gives us chance to come in contact with the Lord. And to be especially obedient to the word of God, to the Shabda Brahma, the words of Bhagavan, which is coming in this world through Guru and Vaishnava, is actually the only way to real, actual auspiciousness. So we have to obey those words which are written in the Shastra, and those words which are coming out of the mouth of Guru and Vaishnava. They will bring actual auspiciousness in our life. And the disobedience of those words of Bhagavan, they invite great trouble in our life, inauspiciousness. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna is telling that Machchita sarva durgani, mat prasada tarishyasi, atachatvam ahankaram nashosyasi vinamkshasi. That is very beautiful, because here it said that Machchita sarva durgani, those who listen to me, or those who remember me, I'm always there for them. I have my prasad, my mercy is flowing to them. So I help them. But those who out of false ego, ahankara, here means ahankara is the ego, false ego, and shrosyasi means hearing. Those who are not hearing about the message, about my message, they will, Krishna is saying, they will be actually vinamkshasi, they will be lost. Because in this material world, really, if you don't listen to the words of Bhagavan, of Guru and Vaishnava, then it's just a roaming up and down in this cosmic creation. And it's actually horrible for the soul. So there's no solution to find. Only if we really listen to Guru, Sadhu and Bhagavan. And it is said that the jivas, they have the natural tendency not to be bewildered by the illusionary energy. It's natural for them. That's why also only because of that reason the Lord appears in His form of the Vedas, Puranas, the holy word, to help us, to help the jivas to get proper guidance. And this is to obey. So we have to follow those instructions regarding how to lead our life and all those rules and regulations which are given there. If we don't hear from the scriptures, if we don't hear, because that is Krishna, He is speaking through us, through the scriptures, through Sadhu, Guru and Vaishnava. But if we don't listen, then it is like, I can give one example, how Krishna is calling His cows. No? When Krishna in the evening, when He has gone out to the pasting ground with all the cows, then when it's time to go back, then He is calling them one by one by their names. Like different names, they have all so many cows Krishna has. Saraswati, then Pingala, and different names He is calling to call them back. And some of them they come back and they follow, but some they are still waiting. And then Krishna starts to play his flute, no? Because He also knows how to call them with the flute, those who are more far away. So He is playing his flute, and then also some come back, but still some are left still there outside, and then what is Krishna doing? He has one like bugle, it's like a horn where you can, it is more louder than the flute. So then he is playing that horn, and in that way those cows, more and more cows come back. But still, a few, they are not coming back, they are not obeying Krishna. So, or they're too far away. Then he has to go, and what is the solution for this kind? He has to take the stick, no? So then that is the same way, how if we don't want to hear Krishna's words, then which is coming through Guru and Vaishnava, by which he is calling us or trying to instruct us, then maybe some calamity has to happen, or something in our life will happen which maybe shakes us a little bit, to make us aware. And this is the next step to call us. And the graduation of the calling will be at the end that, yes, more and more tragedy will come in one's life, that we will really feel to take shelter at the Lord. It's actually His mercy when more and more problems coming, because we don't listen to the Shastra, we don't listen to Guru, to Vaishnava. So then He has to arrange some other situations to call us somehow. And that comes in all kind of forms of sickness, or different calamities, different problems. And so slowly the jiva has a chance to become humble and slowly surrender to the Lord in this way, to come finally back where he belongs, where the jiva belongs. No? And Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he also would say that a life without anugatya is just a life more like that of a beast. No? So anugatya, to be under guidance, is very, very important. We have to be under guidance. Especially we have to be under proper guidance, no? Because someone who really looks after our eternal well-being, after our real self-interest. No? In this world we can find so many who guide us in multiple ways, no? Which is all okay, that can be there and that is there, but none of them really is thinking or really thinks about our real self, because most of them, they have not even realized themselves, who they are. So how they can awaken others, how they can guide others, help others. And that's why Prahlad Maharaj used to say that everybody is just guided, the blind are guided by the blind. No? They don't know themselves, and they don't also know what is beneficial for them. So that's why we need to be under proper guidance. Sorry, there's one call. I don't know who is this. Okay, just 1 minute. Okay, let it ring. Then, so Srila Prabhupada many times told, that I will only submit to myself to such a person who can really give 100% mangal in my life. I will only submit to such a person, no one else. So we need such a shelter. That is proper guidance. And yes, I think this is really one of the most important instructions, because if we get this right, then all the next steps will be safe and secure if we have the right guidance. But if we don't have this right in the beginning, then after many years in Krishna consciousness, if we are under the wrong guidance, then we are not even able to move 1 inch in the right direction. So like sometimes Babaji Maharaj, he gives the example with one wedding party. A wedding party is prepared to take a fair, a ship to that place where everything is happening, the wedding ceremony, and so they try to, they all go on board on the ship in the evening, and then the whole night they will travel, and then the next morning they will be there, and the wedding ceremony can start. So then everybody is going on the ship, and the passengers all arrive. So the ship crew is also ready, but what they don't know that the ship crew themselves, they are also, because they like to drink, they like to smoke, and so. But still, they give assurance that yes, no problem. You just take rest. All go in your cabins, go in your place, and we will do the rest. So tomorrow when you wake up, you will be at the proper place where the ceremony is going to start. So don't worry, okay? So everybody went in their sleeping cabins, and the crew also just started to set the oars, and started to that journey. And the whole night they were just going, laughing, having jokes to each other, because they were like somehow drunken. And then slowly the sun would, the morning light would come, and it would become day. And then those passengers, some of them, they look out and they see that actually they are in the same place where they were going, the body to go on the ship. It was the same place. They did not move 1 inch. And why? Then they run outside. Oh, what happened? We are still on the same place, and it's already morning. So then, and no, we gone. So, and then they also look. Oh, really? We are on the same place. What happened? Then they go to the captain, and they have forgotten to put the anchor out of the water. So, can you imagine? This is spiritual life. If we think, we have taken shelter, and our spiritual life will go on, then 20 years are gone, 30 years are gone, but we still are in the same place. And that we don't want. That's why we need to take really shelter at the right Sadguru, at the right pure devotee. And otherwise this will happen to us, or can happen to us. From Srimad Bhagavatam we know also one beautiful shloka. It said, Nidehamadyam sulabam sudulabam plavam sukalpam guru karnadaram mayanukule nanapavasta deritam bhuna pavadim nataret satmasam. It is said there that Nideha Madhyam Sulabam Sudulabam. We have very rarely, through rare chance, we have got this material body, which is like a very fit boat to cross over this ocean of material existence. The human life form is very great chance to develop our consciousness, to cross that ocean, which is not available in other living forms. That is the speciality of human beings. But one needs to have Guru Karnadaram. So there has to be a captain, an actual captain, not such a captain who lost to lose the anchor of the ship. So we need someone who is expert, an expert captain who can guide this ship. Our body, in that body, the soul is sitting so that he can cross this ocean, and the favorable wind will be like, the wind is Harikata. So that has to be always supported. So the wind is there and is guiding us in the right direction. So if we don't use this chance, Srimad Bhagavatam is saying, then we just like a murder of our own soul. If we have got this human form and we not try to take shelter at such a captain, surrender our life, and then with the favorable wind of Harikatha we cross this ocean. And here is very significant also to say that Guru Karna Dharam. Karna means ear. So we cannot just sit and read the scriptures ourselves. No, we have to be under guidance. Karna Dharam means someone who, if you do something wrong, he will be there to correct you. So he will squeeze your ear and take you by the ear and say, no, wrong, this is right. So we need perfect guidance in all those steps. Otherwise, spiritual life is dangerous like on a razor sharp. We are going on the razor's edge, and at any moment, one mistake, we will cut ourselves and we will lose everything. So everything has to be proper. So proper guidance is really all in all. And on our side, we should be fully surrendered to such a guidance, such a proper guidance, and have faith and that, yes, surely by following all this, I definitely will reach my goal. And but such surrender is also very, very rare actually, because to find Guru is very difficult, Satguru, and even more difficult it is to find Satshishya. A real surrendered disciple is very, very rare also, because most of us, most of the people, they are also, even they go the path of bhakti, but they are attracted to all those side effects which are there available. No? Bhakti has some side effects, very lucrative side effects also. So let's say they become devotees, they also chant, they also follow Ekadasi, they do worship, they go to parikram, they go to temple, they read scripture, they come together, discuss Harikatha, but it is what they feel through this maybe is like some high grade of sattva guna, no? A very tranquility, very peaceful. Their life becomes peaceful because naturally by doing this activity sattva, one develops sattva, no? The energy of sattva is becoming more and more and more. So, but that can be also a trap, and in most cases it is a trap. Like, you know, from Upanishad we say Hiranyapatrena satyasya pihitam mukam tattvam bhushana pavrinu satya dharma tishtaya. It's very important, which is what is written there in the Upanishad. It says that the treasure of bhakti, of pure bhakti, it is kept in a golden pot, no, which is sealed. So if very rarely really someone tries to open it, because most of the people, they are at first glance, they are attracted by that golden pot, no? And this golden pot appears in our life like as all the side effects of bhakti. You know, suddenly we feel great satisfaction. Yes, we feel satisfied. We feel also, suddenly we feel inner peace. Peace is coming to our heart. And we feel peaceful. And we feel also happiness, very happy. And healthy, because good health is also coming. Because now our life, we lead very like healthy, no? We take healthy things and prasadam, so this, and this like a pure life, no? We enjoy it, really, and one is more efficient, one becomes more alert, everything is just improving because of the power of pure sattva, and more in harmony with ourselves, with others. So we also, because now we get also respect from others, we get honor from others. It can be very tricky, all these side effects. Okay, there are good qualities, but actually in pure bhakti, we will also have to renounce all of this which I just mentioned. That is the part of pure bhakti, and they are really only few. That's why it is said that the path of pure bhakti is so rare that is just a handful, Babaji Maharaj sometimes say. There are maybe 2-3 persons in this world who are daring to walk this path. So it's really something very high, and because really we have to learn, even for Guru and Vaishnava and Bhagavan, we have to renounce all those things. One day, sooner or later, we have to renounce our own happiness, our own peace, our own health, everything we have to renounce. It is just because Krishna finally, he wants to see that we put everything in his hand. Because as long as we care for ourselves, that we live happy, we live peaceful, we live healthy, this cannot be called pure bhakti. So all of this is that gives us some pleasure, but bhakti means to give pleasure to the Lord. So that's why really most of us, they are stuck on this place. And that is a big step, where most of us, they cannot get further. They are just, it's sudulabha, very rare, pure bhakti. But still we have to know, otherwise we think, oh, we're doing bhakti or this and that. But really bhakti, we have to be careful. We have to first understand what pure bhakti means. And yes, today also I just want to try a little bit, just more under the guidance of Guru and Vaishnava, to go a little bit more into this topic. No? Because why it is actually like this, that most of us are not practicing pure bhakti. No? So for this, the first thing which we have to understand is from where does the jiva come. No? And we all know, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami writes, Chivera Swarup Hoy Krishna Nityadas, Krishnera Dadasta Shakti Beda Prakash. That is clear, we say it, okay. We are jivas and we coming from the Dadasta Shakti. So that means we are naturally weak. No? And so it is quite natural to be bewildered by the illusionary energy. Because the jiva is very small and always has the tendency to look after Maya. So all kinds of different spiritual schools, they all did somehow try to regain back the spiritual identity, to come actually away from this identification with the body and mind. Let's say somehow to come to zero, to the point of zero. Now we are in minus, we identify ourselves wrongly with this body and mind, and so first we have to clear this, all these anarthas, all this identification, these layers of identifications after identification. And if we are somehow, there are many practices, so let's say they can do all these practices, and maybe one or two they are successful, but that will only bring someone to the highest what they can go is Brahmagyan and Brahmananda. So Brahmagyan means they realize Brahma Tattva, and Brahmananda means they realize the joy of Brahmananda, of being completely neutral, free of all this material identification. So that is the only thing how far the jivas can actually go. But there is a mystery behind, because now if we understand this right, then we understand all Jiva Tattva, Guru Tattva, Vaishnava Tattva, all these things become very clear for us. So be careful, and that's why it is said also in Srimad Bhagavatam that from that stage where the jiva from himself alone is trying to become free, there will be always the tendency to fall down. And it is said, Yener vidaksha vimukta maninas, tvayasta bhavat avishuddha buddhaya, aruya kritshena parampadam, tataha patanti adho anadita yushmat angrihaya. So shortly I explained that, and so that means that those who have now reached up that level, they identify themselves, now we are free, we are vimukta, maninas, tvayasta bhavat, but they have no pure intelligence, because still this ego is there, avishuddha buddhaya. And somehow through hard austerities, they have reached that level to become completely neutral to the 0 point. And they reach that high position. But then patanti adaha anadita yushmat angrahaya. Because they have no that shelter of Swarup Shakti, of devotion, of Bhakti, actual Bhakti, they again fall down. You see? That is the Brahman, the evidence in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So we have to really meditate about those words and those statements. So sometimes we also see in our devotional field, no, that someone is, let's say, is doing really everything, and he is all in the temple. They consider him as a very nice devotee because he gets up very early, he chants a lot, maybe he's chanting 1 lakh every day, he is following all rules and regulation. He is doing everything, and surely he has reached a very pure stage, a high stage. And also many in the temple, they will respect him. They will all say, oh, you see how he is living, how he is doing, such a nice devotee. All his qualities, you see how bhakha they are. And but then what happens after 30, 40 years? He falls down. So how is it possible? No? The reason for this is that this devotee, he was doing everything, yeah, but actually he never associated with high-class Vaishnava. With high-class Vaishnava, what I mean to say is that we need to associate with one Vaishnava who is on the level of bhava. That means at least he should be on the level of bhav. Then he can fall in that category. And from that we can get nourished, actually. Because it is only that direct association of direct association. One has to be direct in contact with that person. Also not over some recordings or some books or this. No. One has to be direct in contact with this, and then that association, such an association, can really give us that power. Because naturally the jivas, they have not really the tendency to serve. And the tendency to serve is only coming if you associate with such a Vaishnava. With such a Vaishnava who is on that level. And that is, we see in this world, no? We can just look around, that the tendency of the people is not to serve. Most of the people, they just have in all religions or in spiritual movements, they just want to find peace, they want to find all those things, and maybe one or two, they want liberation, mukti. Okay, they go for that. But actually serving is not, they are not inclined to seva. Because the thing, actually the seed of bhakti, it is in a latent position. It is there in all jivas, the bhakti lata beach. The actual tendency to serve. No? Bhakti lata, it is the tendency to serve, actual service. And from the state of not the material identification with the body and mind, but now I'm speaking from the real tendency of the soul. And that is the tendency. There's the tendency to serve really awakens. But that is only by the association by such a pure devotee, and not by sadhana. Through sadhana it is not possible to reach it, but only by the association of such a high-class Vaishnava, this Bhakti Lata can be activated. You know? And it is said, Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem Sadhu Kavanai Shravanadi Shutte Chitte Koryodai. That means that Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem, so that Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem is eternally in us, but it is like kept inside in a latent position. And Shravanadi Chitte Shuddha Koryodai. So if the heart is purified through sadhana, and we have the mercy of a Nitya Siddha Guru, then these are the right composition that this Bhakti Lata can grow. It can be sprout. So it is only by that association of such a Mahabhagavat, such a pure devotee. So that's why to be around or to associate with one Nitya Siddha Guru is the only chance that this potential will be awakened. So if all these things are clear in our mind, then we know what we have to do. So without that association, of course that association is not so easily available. One needs to develop Sukriti more and more to be able to have such an association constantly. But only then really that Bhakti Lata starts to grow. So like we can give the example, no, with or Babaji Maharaj is saying that the fire in the wood is actual fire, no? Because the sunlight, the heat is stored in the wood, and then that's why wood can burn, can burst into flames. So the potential to burst into flames is in the wood, no? Or the potential to turn milk into butter is in milk. But if the potential will not be in water. In water there is not, I can squirrel or I can quirl that water for a long time, but there will never butter come out. So it is only because in milk that potential is there, then by the right process of quirling that milk, churning that milk, then it is possible after some time that we have butter. So if we take now one pile of wood, one pile of dirt, no, we can do nothing. You can try to burn it, it will nothing happen. That is like compared to Dhammaguna. If you are in Dhammaguna, then it's like a pile of dirt, and you can not light it. It will not burn. And if we have one wood which is maybe wet, then also we cannot do much, but at least maybe it starts to smoke. No, it starts to, some smoke is coming. So that is compared to Rajas. And in Sattva, if you're really on the stage of Sattva, then we have like dry wood. No? The dry wood. It is now dry. It is now prepared to, it would be easy to burn that wood. But if you take that piece of wood and you light for days and days, it will not start to burn. No? It can lie there in the room or here and there outside, just a piece of log. It has the potential now. It has reached such a stage that just by coming in contact with fire, it would burst into flames. So that's why that stage of sattva is there, but then we need the support of Shuddha Sattva. And that is coming only through Guru and Vaishnava. So that's why this is not enough just to come to Sattva Guna, to that kind of level. Then you need someone in your group or in your association who is like fire, who is like having this level of Shuddha Sattva, of Bhava. And then if we have such a personality in our group, which we directly associate, then this is the right combination. If we have attained Shuddha Sattva, not Shuddha Sattva, Sattva, we are dry enough, we are, have reached the level through sadhana and our spiritual practice, that now just by coming in contact with that Shuddha Vaishnava, it will burst into flames. And then poof, everything is, it's done. Bhakti appears. And that is the right combination, the actual combination. And this is the only reason why Srila Prabhupada said, I just wanted to go a little bit today, a little bit more deeper into this subject, because all those things, if you understand this, then this is the most auspicious thing if we really understand this deeply. Because then we cannot be cheated. We know where we have to go. It's not just to be surround some ordinary devotee. No, it's not enough. We have to be surround such a person who is a Shuddha Bhakta, who has Vishuddha Bhav. And then on our side we need to also be prepared through sadhana, and then the whole thing, Krishna Prem actually can sprout. Krishna Prem actually can burst out in the form of flames. No? So, and that association also, if we get this association, then this association, the more we have it, the better it will be. Because it can also be that we get that association of such a Vaishnava. It depends also on our level of purification, how far we have come. But then it will be just always like as you put iron into the fire, no? But if you put iron into the fire, then it will start to take the constitution of fire. But if you put it again out, it will become cold. So there's always the tendency, if we are away, if we are not in that association of that Vaishnava, if we are away, then we start to cool down again, if we are not careful. So we have to always go near to that fire, to that actually generator of Vishuddha Sattva. So these are very very important secrets on the way of bhakti, that and without this association, it doesn't matter how many years we follow everything, we do our things, okay, we be stuck with our happiness and peace which we have attained in Krishna consciousness, but that's why that Krishna Prem is actually only for a very, very few. Those who want to cross over this, those who want to give up all their self-interest and then really try to be constantly in association of such a Shuddha Vaishnava, then something in that direction can sprout, can happen. So in this way, there are of course so many things more to say, one can go more into detail, but for now I think we stop. And you can try to reflect on it and meditate on it. And if there are any question or someone wants to say something, then please feel free, and we are happy to hear. Okay, I will pay my pranam to all at this moment, and thank you for your time, because time is very precious, and now you gave me chance also to remember Guru and Vaishnava, so I'm very grateful for that to you all, and especially to remember the power of Bhakti, which is only available by those who have Bhakti. Bhakti is not available just like something on the marketplace. No, we need to associate with these pure Vaishnavas. Then some real progress can start. Okay. Jai Gaur, Hari Bol, Dandavat.